Sometimes in life, strange things do happen. My wife and I have been married for many years, and something happened this morning that had never happened before. When I saw her dressed this morning, and I said, "Oh, we can go together, we can ride together." She said, "Yeah, no problem." So we walk out of the house, locked the door behind us, and she walked, because her car was parked outside, and she was walking toward the passenger door, and I said, "No, you're driving." And she said, "No, I don't have my key." I said, "I don't have my key either." So we're both locked outside of our house. No house key, no car key. So we called all the cell phone that we had. Nobody picked up. Even unique. Finally, somebody came and rescued us. And I'm glad to be here to share this great moment with you. Moment charged with mixed emotions. Negative because death is our enemy. It is never welcome. Doesn't matter at what age somebody dies, death is always our enemy. But also positive to know that our sister is sleeping in God's hands. In general, people don't talk bad about somebody who dies. You have heard that when somebody dies, the person was always a good person. I wonder when the last time you went to a funeral that somebody stand there and start talking bad about the deceased. But there are characters that stand so tall that we cannot refrain ourselves from talking about them. I met Sir Yvette, her husband, and two of her children, Early and Mika, after I moved to New Jersey in 1980. I still vividly remember her sitting behind the counter of the store they own in East Orange, where Mika so often sat beside her. She said there was a quiet woman displaying a pristine character, simple, docile, jovial, and self-giving, which gave way to self-motivated and selfish individuals to easily exploit. She lived a self-denied life, caring and paying more attention to others than to herself. Certainly there was very much loved by her children, who now Camille, Early, and Mika, and occupy a special place in the heart of her grandchildren. I know for a fact that with Kirby, Cassie, Well, the bond was unbreakable. So she cared for them until she suffered a stroke 22 years ago. For a long time, Early and Jean-Claude cared for her at their home in Gardner, where they lived at that time, until it became impossible for them to keep and care for her in their home. Because like everyone paying bills in this country, they hired helpers to care for Cersei there, but that was not a working option. Finally, after all the consideration, Cersei there had to be transferred to the River Terrace nursing home in Lancaster. I remember on Saturday after Lily came to church at Bethel, crying, sobbing, like she had lost a dear friend. When I inquired the reason of her lamenting, she told me that they had to put their mother in a nursing home. For all those years that they spent in the nursing home, she was never left alone. I had the privilege to visit her and to give her communion until she could no longer swallow. The children were always there for her. Pictures of events, and her grandchildren and grandchildren were all over her womb. She was always well dressed. Her hair was kept neat and had always a smile on her face. In fact, there was a note in her room that said, "Family does belong." 2 Saturdays ago, after a long day at the church in Bethel, Justice there crossed my mind. I called Lily and asked if she was at the nursing home. The reply was, "I am here. I won't go anywhere." I said, "I'm coming." When I arrived, there were there children, grandchildren, and in-laws. They were there around her bed. And Lily especially believed that Saturday night was going to be her mother's last night. And decided that she will not go home. Because apart from her love and devotion to her mother, she had a special request from her. And that was to sing for her mother, "It is well with my soul," as she breathed her last breath. Indeed, she did it for her mother. As she breathed her last breath Sunday morning at 7 a.m., she sung for her, "Tell what old Shabbat. It is well with my soul." Children and grandchildren of Sir Caesar, it's your well.
Amen.
May God fulfill the promise of the 6th commandment found in Exodus chapter 20, verse 12.
Amen.
A long life for those femme, vraiment, une femme.
Amen.
Why do good people die? Le problème de la mort est l'un des points philosophiques qui a fait couler beaucoup